Environment, social, governance, or ESG. It's a hot topic for public pension investors who are increasingly applying non-financial factors to seek investment opportunities that facilitate change. The practice isn't new. For example, the boycott of blood diamonds mined from South Africa during apartheid. In recent years, social movements, both here and abroad, have reinvigorated ESG over issues like civil rights and sexual harassment. But today, ESG investing is most strongly associated with climate change. Callan's 2021 ESG survey found 49% of institutional investors incorporate it into their investment decision. That's up 7 points from the previous year, and it's a trend analysts expect to continue. But not everyone is happy about it. A look back over time shows how markets can be influenced by investors to force change.
It's developed over the years. Like 30 odd years ago, it was ethical investing, and it was generally, particularly religious groups, excluding things they really didn't like. Most obviously alcohol, and even 30 years ago, carbon fuels. Then it moved on to being SRI, socially responsible investing, which made more of an attempt to positively find, quote unquote, good companies to invest in. And ESG is much more of an attempt to industrialize the whole process.
But not everyone is happy about ESG as an investment strategy. In fact, it's become a political lightning rod with thorny regulatory issues. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has been an outspoken critic of ESG investing and has ordered it not to be used by the Florida Retirement System pension plan. No tax dollars will be invested for ESG.
First, we are going to do through Florida State Pension System a flat ban on any type of ESG.
Republicans aren't the only ones playing political football with ESG. In Vermont, Democrats have proposed a bill that would require state pension funds to divest of fossil fuels to force a faster transition to clean energy. This raises questions for the fiduciaries of the pension plan. And that's not all. Regulators are increasingly focusing on the practice of greenwashing, exaggerated claims of climate-friendly, diverse, or sustainable investment. ESG proponents tout the innovation that comes with new technologies, and they are significant. A single offshore wind turbine can generate enough energy to cleanly power 6 homes for a year. But in the rush to market green companies to investors, there have been accusations of fiduciary failures by fund managers over the lack of standards about what constitutes green. It's called greenwashing.
Well, growing appetite for investments in environmental, social, and corporate governance causes is leading asset managers to highlight their green credentials. But this has led to greenwashing. Chief Executive of DWS said he will step down from his role after a whistleblower alleged that the group exaggerated the green credentials of investments it sold. And prosecutors say they have enough evidence to support the allegations of greenwashing.
Is ESG here to stay? The short answer is probably yes.
Thanks for having me, Leslie. And it's true, ESG has been around for a long time, but it has had an explosion in the past year. And if you think about the maturity curve, I think we're kind of entering the teenage growth spurt. But more importantly, what we're seeing is that the market is starting to value in a host of competencies around environmental and social performance. In its early days, people kind of dismissed it as, feel-good finance or fuzzy math. That's really shifted. The market has started to understand that companies that are thinking about engaging and employing top talent, that are thinking about climate resilience, that are thinking about diverse workforces, those companies are increasingly performing better.
There will always be money, for example, in tobacco and in alcohol. And to some extent, if you exclude investing in those, you make it cheaper for everyone else.
One thing is certain. Trustees need to be aware of state law and any changes to statutes as they carry out their fiduciary duties to the fund and its beneficiaries.